Nothing lasts forever. Enjoy every minute of it. You've heard the sayings. And when it comes to sports franchises, there's no exception. A team can only sustain high levels of success for so long until it finally ends, as some sports squads have recently experienced. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we dive into 10 awful sports teams that used to be great. And a big shout out to Electricane for suggesting this list. We do hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10, Los Angeles/St. Louis Rams. The Rams franchise was among the best in the NFL during the 70s and 80s. From 1973 to 1989, they made the playoffs all but 3 seasons and reached 7 NFC championship games, winning it in 1979. The great Kurt Warner then led them to a Super Bowl 34 championship, and the Rams were NFC champions again in 2001. But from 2005 to 16, the Rams failed to play in a single playoff game and didn't have one winning season. Maybe Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk should come out of retirement. Number 9, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. After years of inconsistency and frustration, the Angels shocked the world by winning the World Series in 2002. Thing is, the Angels were among the top teams in the American League for nearly a decade, and then it disappeared. From 2004 to 2009, they won the AL West every year except for 2006. But then they started to struggle mightily, and from 2010 to 16, they qualified for the playoffs just once. They were swept by the Kansas City Royals in the 2015 ALDS. It's been nearly a decade now since their last playoff victory, suggesting that the Angels' run of dominance has indeed been over for a long time. Number 8, Toronto Maple Leafs. Though they're the most laughed-at franchise in the NHL these days, did you know only the Montreal Canadiens' 24 Stanley Cups topped the Toronto Maple Leafs' total of 13? Yeah, the Leafs had dynasties in their 40s and 60s, but haven't won the Cup since 1967. The NHL went from 6 teams to 12 after Toronto won their 13th Stanley Cup. Toronto also made the playoffs every year from 1993 to 2004. From 2006 to 16, Toronto made the playoffs once, and Leafs fans will tell you how that experience went. The once spoiled Leafs fan base has only been able to celebrate top 5 draft picks since those great years ended. Number 7, Buffalo Bills. Remember when the Bills made it to 4 straight Super Bowls from 1990 to 1993? Even though they lost them all, they were still a top team in the AFC. Buffalo also made the playoffs in 95, 96, 98, and 99. But the 1999 season is the last time the Bills made the postseason. From 2000 to 2016, they posted just 2 winning seasons. Not a whole lot for Bills Mafia to celebrate lately, even though they were somewhat close to celebrating 4 straight Super Bowls. Number 6, Detroit Pistons. The Pistons reached the NBA playoffs every year from 84 to 92, winning the NBA championship in 89 and 90 thanks to the glorious days of Isaiah Thomas. From 2002 to 8, the Pistons were the class of the Eastern Conference. Chauncey Billups and his slick shooting, coupled with the great defense of Ben Wallace, helped Detroit upset the 2004 Dream Team Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals. The Pistons nearly repeated in 2005, but the San Antonio Spurs finished them in 7 games. Detroit won 64 games in 2005-06 and would reach the Eastern Conference Final that same year, as well as in 2007 and 8. But all the great players left over time, and the Pistons had losing seasons every year from 2009 to 15. Number 5, Atlanta Braves. The Braves were loaded in the 90s with a trio of Hall of Fame pitchers in Greg Maddux, John Smoltz, and Tom Glavine. From 1991 to 2005, they made the playoffs every year except for 1994, when the season was lost to a strike. They won the 1995 World Series, but also had NL pennant victories in 91, 92, 96, and 99. But from 2006 to 2016, the Braves made the playoffs just 3 times and didn't win a single postseason series. They had losing records in 2014, 15, and 16. It's not too late to give Bobby Cox a call, is it? Number 4, Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche relocated from Quebec for the 1995-96 season and won the Stanley Cup their first year while based in the Mile High City. The league's best goalie ever in Patrick Waugh and superstar captain Joe Sakic turned the Avalanche into a Western Conference juggernaut. They won the Stanley Cup again in 2001. In fact, the Avs made the playoffs every year from 96 to 2006, but from 2011 to 16 they made the playoffs just once and have consistently ranked near the very bottom of the Western Conference standings. They've learned just how hard it is to replace legends like Waugh and Sakic. Number 3, Philadelphia Phillies. The late 2000s and early 2010s. This Phillies team had world-class slugger Ryan Howard, terrorizing lineups, and one of the best rotations ever seen. At times it included Cy Young winner Roy Halladay and the great Cliff Lee. The Phillies won the NL East every year from 2007 to 11. This included a 2008 World Series championship and another NL pennant in 2009. The Phillies also won 102 games in 2011 before losing the NLDS. But in 2012, Philly went .500 and followed it up with 4 straight losing seasons. Aging stars got worse, and the Phillies couldn't find any way to replace them. Number 2, Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers were the NBA's model organization during the Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar days. Los Angeles won the NBA championship in 80, 82, 85, 87, and 88. We didn't even mention the fact that they won the West practically every year. Over a decade later, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal helped them pull off a three-peat from 2000 to 2002. Then Bryant helped the Lakers win the NBA title in 2009 and 10. But Kobe's body started breaking down in 2013. His final 3 seasons with the franchise were wasted as the team finished near the bottom of the standings in 2014, 15, and 16. With no Kobe, Shaq, or Magic to save the day, we expect some real tough years for Lakers fans. And number 1, San Francisco 49ers. The GOAT, aka Joe Montana, led the 49ers to 4 Super Bowl championships as San Francisco's dynasty of the 80s changed the franchise forever. Then Steve Young won Super Bowl 29 with San Fran, bringing them 5 titles. Don't let the trips to the 2011, 12, and 13 NFC Championship games fool you. The 49ers were awful from 2003 to 10 and a mess in 2014, 15, and 16. Didn't everyone hate them for being so good 3 decades ago? What other awful sports teams used to be awesome? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.